What's up, y'all? I'm an addict named Austin. I got clean here at Serenity House in Abilene, Texas on October 19, 2014. Let's read the gist for today. January 7th, recovery. Narcotics Anonymous offers addicts a program of recovery that is more than just a life without drugs. Not only is this way of life better than the hell we've lived, it is better than any life that we've ever known. Few of us have any interest in recovering what we had before we started using. Many of us suffered severely from physical, sexual, and emotional abuse. Getting high and staying high seemed like the only possible way to cope with such abuse. Others suffered in less noticeable, but equally painful ways before addiction took hold. We lacked direction and purpose. We were spiritually empty. We felt isolated, unable to empathize with others. We had none of the things that give life its sense and value. We took drugs in a vain attempt to fill the emptiness inside ourselves. Most of us wouldn't want to recover what we used to have. Ultimately, the recovery we find in NA is something different, a chance at a new life. We've been given tools to clear the wreckage from our lives. We've been given support in courageously setting forth on a new path, and we've been given the gift of conscious contact with a power greater than ourselves, providing us with the inner strength and direction we so sorely lacked in the past. Recovering. Yes, in every way. We're recovering a whole new life, better than anything we've ever dreamed possible. We are grateful. Just for today, I've recovered something I never had, something I never imagined possible. The life of a recovering addict. Thank you, higher power, in more than words can say. This has been my experience, right? And I love this. You know, the first part comes out of more will be revealed, and it's at the very end of more will be revealed. And I love that chapter. I like that it's at the end. After working through the steps and spending some time recovery, you get to the more will be revealed, and it just hits the nail on the head with all the feelings that we experience with some clean time, some things that we're working through, and then it lets us know how life can be, right? How we can deal with life with some clean time. And the things that we're going to go through. And it's not always with clean time. Like I went through some of these things early on in recovery. and I'm grateful that once I was able to work through the wreckage of my past, build healthy habits, mature emotionally, and get to a better place, I started to realize how blessed I am, right? And how good this new life is, and that it is a better life than I ever imagined. Like today, I've matured emotionally and I have healthy habits. I have relationships that I'm able to maintain and stay a part of. Am I perfect? Not at all. Do I make mistakes? Yes. But I don't have to tuck tail and run when I make mistakes today. I don't have to, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm an addict, right? And I overthink everything, and I would start over all the time, and I would do everything that I thought I was supposed to do. And the minute something went wrong, I took on all the responsibility. I took on my mistakes, and it would be too much, and I would just bolt, right? I would just leave and run and start over somewhere else. And I started over numerous times in my life thinking that this was going to be the time when I got everything right, only to, like, the disease of addiction would march me up to the cliff and just and lead me there, and I would jump every time. There were some good times in my addiction, but they always ended up in the same place, right? And so I'm grateful that today I can have a healthy life without messing it up or tucking tail and running. Like, I make mistakes, and I've had to grow quite a bit. I was just, not only was I very immature when I got here, I had some really unhealthy habits. And then I had lots of wreckage of my past to deal with. And so I'm grateful that I was able to work through that. And today I consider myself a healthy person, right? And I consider myself, don't get me wrong, old habits die hard, and I have some defects that sometimes just rear their head, and but it doesn't last near as long as it used to, right? And I can get in position real quick and do the best that I can do to make a living amends and clean up the things that I did, right? And I can also identify the disease of addiction working in my life today. I can see the obsession and compulsion and self-centeredness. And so today, because I know what the problem is, I can get in the solution, right? And because of that, I've been able to build some healthy relationships. I have a healthy relationship with my son, my wife, my sponsor, people that I work with, friends that are like family. Like, those are all things that I never thought were going to be possible, right? I thought the only way I was ever going to be able to be in a relationship with somebody is if I kept my mouth shut and just went to work every day, right? Come to find out there's more to life than that, thank God. And I get to live a blessed life today. And I mean, like, better than I could ever imagine. Thank God for Narcotics Anonymous. Lost dreams awaken and new possibilities arise. That's the story of my life, man. Like, I got through the hard times early in recovery, and today, man, like I get to live a life that I never would have dreamed. I remember thinking if I could just have a family and a home and friends and a good job and all those things. And today that's my reality. And I get to keep making it better and better by doing the work. And so thank y'all for tuning in today. It's cold here in Abilene, 27 degrees. So I just want to hide in this office. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow.